Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be leading you through simple step-by-step process on how to be a registered nurse in New Zealand. So if you're just seeing my channel for the first time and you've not subscribed and this is what you would like to watch, please make sure you click on the subscribe button and turn on your notification, like, and also share. So if you're a registered nurse in your own country, dreaming to work in New Zealand as a nurse, then this video is for you. Before you embark on this journey, you must be ready financially and you must be ready mentally. Both diploma and BSc in nursing can also use this same step-by-step process, but the difference is that at the end of the day, diploma in nursing will get registered as an enrolled nurse, while BSc in nursing will get registered as a registered nurse. That is the only difference, but the step-by-step process are the same. So let's dive into it. Step 1 is that you must be a registered nurse in your home country, either with diploma or with BSc, whichever one is okay. Then step 2 is to do what we call self-assessment, that is checking your eligibility. So I'm going to drop the link on the description button. So this will tell you if you likely need CBT, OSCE, OET, and every other requirement. So it's just like trying to assess yourself to know the requirements that you need in this journey. Then step 3 is that you need to meet your English language requirement test. So you can either use your OET or your IELTS. So IELTS here, you need IELTS academics 777 in the other band. Then while writing, you just need 6.5 in your writing. Then for your OET, you need 350 in all the modules. Then for writing, you're permitted to use 300. So OET 350, 350, 350, then 300 for writing, while IELTS is 7777, then 6.5 for your writing. Then step 4 is open your TruMerit account and submit your documents for your verification. You need your international passport, which is your identity document. You also need your nursing license, your nursing certificate, and you also need your school verification, where you need your school certificate, your transcript, and you also need your work experience, where your place of employment will do the verification for you, and you also need your OET. Then under your school verification, right, you are going to, after you must have done your verification, you've registered and everything, you are going to upload the means of contacting your school, the email and the phone number, so that TruMerit can reach out to them and request for your transcript. So in this case, your school is going to DHL your transcript to them. It is not in your place to send your transcript. So your school is going to get your transcript ready and fill the other form that TruMerit is going to send to them. And together, they are going to DHL it via post mail to TruMerit in Philadelphia in USA. Then the next thing you need to do is that you need to do your verification, your nursing council verification. So in this case, TruMerit is going to send your board the form after filling. I think there is another thing again that they will require. Your nursing council is going to send it back to them. So for my Nigerian sisters, in this case, you are going to do your NMC verification. That's your nursing and midwifery council verification. After you must have met up with this, then nursing and midwifery will now fill the form and send it back to them. So in this case, they don't have to DHL anything. So the only people that need to do the DHLing is your school. Then another step again is your work experience. In this case, they are going to reach out to your place of work. So you are going to fill in the details, the contact details. They reach out to your place of work and they verify that yes, you've worked from so time to your so time. I forgot to mention, you also need 1,800 hours like work experience, like 1,800. It is approximately a year plus or 2 years. So you must have it at hand before applying. So there will be a column and a space where you have to fill the number of hours you've worked post experience as a nurse. So before you be allowed to continue with this verification, you need to pay a sum of $300 US. So once you pay, TruMerit CGFNS will give you a go ahead to start filling the forms, and then they will start reaching out to your school, your place of work, your nursing board, and everything for you to be able to do your verification. As you move on along the line, you're going to track your verification to know which document that is missing. They will even call you, they will reach out to you to tell you the documents that are missing. So you will have the ability for you to track your documentation and everything. And also for identity, you're going to submit your international passport and your birth certificate. These are the two things you need for your identification verification. So in this case, they are going to give you a space where you're going to upload your notarized documents in their portal. So a barrister is going to notarize your document in your country, like someone who has the legal right is going to verify your documents and is going to notarize it, and is going to write, I certify those person, your document is legit, your document is not forged, is correct, and you're going to make a copy, a white and black copy, and they are going to stamp on it, and you're going to upload it in that space where identification is, and there's a form as well there that you're going to fill. So after you've gotten your report that all the verifications have gone well and you've seen the tick, the green tick and everything, Nursing and Midwifery Council of New Zealand is going to send you an email inviting you to register with them. This CGFNS TruMerit verification is just to verify, it's just a primary verification, right? So step 5 is that you're going to apply to Nursing Council of New Zealand. In this case, you're going to pay a sum of 485 New Zealand dollar, and once you pay it, you're going to set up your profile, your name, and all the requirements. Since you've already done your TruMerit verification, they have your information, but you still have to open your profile with them. And step 6 is that you're going to complete your online course, which is Welcome to New Zealand Ontario course, and the other one again. So we have 2 online courses that you are going to complete. They are going to send, everything is in the portal, everything. They are going to send you the link, they are going to send you email to complete the course, and they are also going to send you the link where you are going to complete your fit to work, that is your police clearance. So all these things, they will send you the link in your email, but other ones that are not going to be provided, I will be posting the link under my description. So in this online course, they are going to give you a course where you read through. After doing the course, you now write the exam assessments. It should be around 20 questions or thereabouts in each of the course. Once you pass the course, you move on to the next course. So the link will be on your email address. Then from the link, you can go in and do those courses. They are not hard. They are going to ask you questions concerning the tradition, the behavior, tradition basically, and everything about New Zealand, on the Ontario and everything. So just do the course and then write the exam. And then step 7 is that you're going to do your criminal background check. They will still send you a link where you will do it. So you do your fit to work, where you pay about 155 Australian dollar in each of the countries. So if you are doing your police check or fit to work check in one country, you just pay that. But if you are doing in 2 countries, you are going to pay for the 2 countries where you are going to do. So in this case, you are just basically going to do the country where you've lived for 5 years. That's all. So if you've lived less than 5 years, there's no need of doing a criminal background check. But if you've lived above 5 years, you will have to do it. So however, your fit to work is not really necessary in this stage, but if you want to skip it maybe after your exam, it's perfectly fine. So it's not compulsory in this stage. You can actually do it later on, but I'm adding it here so that you get everything on your desk cleared, and then you move to the next stage. Step 8 is that sit for your IQN theoretical exam. IQN means International Qualified Nursing Theoretical Exam. It's just like CBT, is not hard. It's a very simple exam, like it's not hard. So in this one, you're going to pay about 140 New Zealand dollar. So after your online courses, they will now invite you. You will now see a space and a column on your IQN, you will see a theoretical exam. If you click on it, you will book for your exam. Now, mind you, this exam is mostly written in an African country. That is for my Nigerian nurses here that is watching me. You can write it in South Africa, you can write it in Kenya, any African country. Basically, you can write it in Pearson View centers where people write NCLEX. So any center where they write NCLEX, they can likely, in fact, the chances of writing the IQN there is very high. So any center where they write NCLEX, basically they write this IQN there, sit for your exam and then pass. So in this IQN test, we have part A and part B. So the part A comprises of 12 questions and part B comprises of, I think, 108 questions or thereabout. So in part A is mostly draw calculations, then part B is general nursing, pediatric, geriatric, medical, surgical, maternity, midwifery, and every other thing generally in nursing. We also have we also have administration, management, and every other thing under part B. Then part A, this is basically what we have. So 108 questions for part B. Then part A, we have only 12 questions, and they have enough time. I think about 3 hours. That's the time allocated. 120 minutes or thereabouts. I'm not so sure. That is the time allocated for the exam. So sit for your exam and pass your exam. It's not so hard. Just prepare, get your materials, and then write and pass your exam. Step 9 is after you must have passed your IQN theoretical exam, then they are going to send you an invite. You're going to receive your results immediately to know if you've passed or not. And then after that, I think about 24-48 hours, they are going to Nursing and Midwifery Council of New Zealand is going to send you an invite to register for your OSCE. Now, this OSCE exam is around 3,000 New Zealand dollar, and then we have a 2 days orientation course which you will do there on arrival, including that one. That is 500 New Zealand dollar. If you add it together, you need 3,500 New Zealand dollar for this OSCE journey. So this OSCE exam for enrolled nurse, we have about 8 sessions. Then for registered nurse, which is a BSc nurses, we have about 10 stations. So you're going to write it in New Zealand, Christchurch. There's no other location. You're going to travel and sit for your OSCE and then pass your exam. Then step 9 is you're going to register and apply for your APC, which is annual practicing certificate. So you're going to pay about 130 New Zealand dollar, and then you wait for some, I think it lasts for about months or weeks or thereabouts, and then you're going to get your license to practice in New Zealand. Start applying for jobs. So for people that want to change their license, or for people that want to switch to AFRA or switch to Australian licensing, you're going to do your AFRA. So for that AFRA, I'm going to make video on it, but you can easily switch from you can easily apply with AFRA using your APC, which is your annual practicing license certificate for New Zealand. You can easily apply for AFRA and then get registered as an Australian nurse. Like within 2 weeks, you become an Australian registered nurse. So I will make a video on that. But for now, this is the step-by-step process on how to be a registered nurse in New Zealand. So remember, every applicant's journey is different. Always check your Nursing and Midwifery Council of New Zealand portal to know the updates, to know the changes, and to know the progress that you've made so far. I hope this video will help someone out there. If you have your question, feel free to drop it on the comment sections. I'll be making videos with your questions. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and also share to someone who would love to follow this pathway. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.